we are back from that commercial break. Thank you for sticking and staying with us on Theme Music TV and Plus 89.9 FM. On Unpacking this morning, we are going to get talking to the man, Kojo Cue. He has an event coming up this weekend. We'll talk about that as well. But before we get talking about the event, Formybrothers, let's first talk about his recently released I Am Back EP, making a statement and then also stamping his name back in the sands of musical the musical industry in Ghana, right? Let's talk with the man, Kojo Cue. Hi, Kojo Cue. You're welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm
doing
tired,
great?
But yeah.
Yeah, you look tired. I mean, it's expected also because, you know, you have an event coming up, the sleepless nights, having to put everything together, wanting, you know, a top-notch event. That's expected. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
I was also up, like, I think we had our last rehearsal session.
Okay.
From 10 p.m. yesterday night up until like 4 a.m.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
6 hours.
Yeah.
That is
we
a
have
stretch.
to get it right, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand. Quality, right, is really important. If you're chasing quality, you have to sacrifice something for it. In this case, you're sacrificing your sleep. So yeah. But talking about sacrifices, what did you have to sacrifice in the time space where you know just step back from the music and music industry?
I guess I would say when you go away for that long, you're sacrificing the attention of your fans. Yeah, because we are now in a space where attention span is just so short and there's new music like all the time and new people coming up that some of the people that used to follow you keenly might have moved on.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess that was like the biggest thing. But it was a trade-off for a little peace of mind. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And how was that? How was that period for you?
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
Worth
yeah.
it? That's nice. That's nice. I like that it was worth it. Then you can also re-strategize and say that, I really miss this thing and I want to do it, or I don't want to do it anymore, right?
Yeah.
You came back, major with your EP, I Am Back. Let's get into it. And then also all of the features you had on that. I also noticed on the EP that you had mainly a lot of Kumasi rappers, on there. So we'll talk about how the Kumasi rap scene is like, because that piqued my interest a lot as well. But first, let's talk about putting I Am Back together.
Yeah, so we just needed to make sure that if we're coming back after a long time, that we're bringing product that the fans can be proud of. That we're not only telling like the story of what happened during the break, but we are also giving them like incredible energy as well.
Making a statement.
Yeah, making a statement. So this was like the first project I've done where I sought a lot of like input from people whose music taste and stuff I trust. We had maybe over 10 to 12 songs, and then we had to cut it down to 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
When are the rest coming?
I don't know if they ever come.
Okay. Yeah. You don't know if those will ever come.
Yeah.
You won't put it in another body of work.
No. It usually happens when we create stuff for a particular body of work. Most of the time, it doesn't fit anywhere else because whatever we work on next is going to be different. Yeah.
Different. So this is done and dusted.
Yeah, we just move on.
Okay. I noticed also that on the EP, it's only one song that doesn't feature anybody.
Anybody, yeah.
Right? Tell me about creating of that song. Is that more personal to you? Is that why you didn't feature anybody on it?
Not necessarily. I think there just wasn't any space after I was done.
Okay.
Everything else kind of felt like, and for me, I don't do a lot of rap features. Usually, I'm doing all the rapping and then I have maybe singers or something.
Okay.
So I wanted to try that for this project. I felt like since this is also like 50 years since hip-hop, I needed to give people that energy as well. So we just found where, all the other rappers would fit, and then we did that.
Nice.
And that song, I mean, you have to have one where it's just you.
It's just you, eh? So let's talk about bringing all of them together, and then also how the rap scene is in Kumasi. I couldn't help but notice, like I already said, that most of the people on there were based in Kumasi. We were talking about YP, Strongman, and then you had a few of the Asaka boys as well on there, right? So how is it like for you? I mean, I think that these are a newer crop of rappers compared to you who have been doing it for over a decade, right? So just take me through, the rap scene in Kumasi.
Yeah, so everybody knows what Asaka has kind of done over the last few years. They are young, they are real, and they have lots of energy, and their output is just crazy. There's a project from one of them at least like every week.
Yeah.
And it's just super interesting for me. And I also realized that I haven't, over the course of my career, worked a lot with some people from Kumasi.
Right.
And there were calls for me to work with like somebody like Strongman, who's also been around almost as long as I have been.
Yeah.
But we never had something together. So for this one, it was important that I tap in with the people in the city.
With your people.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. And see what we could create, and also add to the energy that is Asaka. Yeah.
And that is very much appreciated that you were able to do this collaboration, right? It's a nice thing to see. Now, for those watching us on Theme Music TV, you see that we also have, the album art, which is Bling Bling is blinking, right? The ring on there, right? So let's talk about that as well. What was the concept for this?
Yeah, so the whole energy behind I'm Back is when Jordan retired for the first time and then he came back again. Yes.
You mentioned something I want to come to, but you finish up.
Yeah, and then he came back again. So the cover art is, it's a ring. It's like the ring that the basketball people get when they win like the World Series.
Okay.
And then we just like recreated it to look like, because I'm basically to say I am back, but I'm not just back to be a part of, the group. I am back to actually win.
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice. And we want to see you win, right? But also, listening to the I Am Back EP, there's a lot of reference to Michael Jordan. You hear, a lot of, I think a few of the songs, getting to the end of it, you hear, some Michael Jordan references, in there as well. So I actually wanted to ask you, what connection do you have or feel when it comes to Michael Jordan?
Yeah, it's just, like I'm saying, him going and then him coming back to win. For me, that's the whole mission right now.
Okay.
But also him being like the greatest ever at what he does. I feel like that's what I've always wanted to be. So I was drawing like parallels with
that.
there, yeah. Okay,
all right. Now I understand, because I was wondering, right? I heard it a few times in this. So I was wondering. Now, for your comeback, how are you strategizing? What are certain measures that you've put in place just to make sure that now that you are back, you're going to probably you've learned certain lessons, on your break, even before the break, right? That you would put into and apply to your now. So what are those?
It's a content-driven economy now.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to find ways to derive different types of content out of the music that you've, put together, just so people can always still be tuned in, still find new angles that they enjoy. So I think above all else, that's like number one. Yeah. Yeah,
we are looking forward to how all of that will play out, right?
Definitely.
You did mention that when you are not as active as you were before, some of your hardcore fans will move on to the next person. Now that you are back, how do you say the reception has been like?
It has been massive. It has even been a bigger splash than I thought it would be.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but I think people were also expecting a certain kind of music from me, but even though they didn't get what they wanted, I'm like super happy about the way they've received what I brought. If
you say certain kind of music, what would you say they were expecting?
Based on like my last album before I left, which is Formybrothers, they were expecting more introspective, more storytelling. Right. This is more like Rap, yeah.
Right.
So,
Which
that
is
was,
also a way of storytelling.
yeah, like
so.
that was. I'm just saying, like for us, that was like a worry for a minute because
Oh,
we didn't know because
if
you've
they're
been
still
gone
going
for
to
a bit,
accept
yeah,
it, right?
yeah. But like they jumped onto it really well. So, yeah.
Well, you have a T-shirt that has written on it "Art of Storytelling,"
Yeah.
right? You've mastered the art of storytelling up until this point, and in the process, you've created really nice events. One of which is coming this weekend for my brothers. So take us through the creation and curation of For My Brothers.
Yeah, so For My Brothers is my debut album which I dropped 2019. To date, it's still like the biggest thing that
Bumping.
I've done. Yeah, and people always wanted me to, have a concert for it where they get to experience the songs live. When we initially tried to do it, COVID happened.
Right.
Yeah, and so lockdown, people can't do anything. And then I also went on the break, like kind of after that. So we just felt like it's a chapter that needs, to be closed properly. And we want to do it this year because next year we have like even bigger plans.
Something else.
Yeah, and also because people are so tuned into the For My Brothers brand, we feel like it can be it can stand on its own.
I like the name.
You understand? Yeah, as a
it can be a product on its own.
You understand?
Yeah, I like the
Yearly.
name For My Brothers because you don't really hear all of that a lot of times. So something also not exactly catering to the men, but in relation to men focusing on men and all of that. I just love the name. It stands out, right? So yeah, it's a good thing. But in preparations towards the event, what have been the highlights for you?
The rehearsals, Charlie. Yeah. Just seeing the band is amazing, first of all.
Which band is that?
I don't even know their name.
Do they even have a name? Because I understand
yeah.
I understand that there are so many bands that are out there without names. So then we can even also start from there.
I don't even know their name. I know the names of the individuals. But it's like they play for other bands.
Oh, and they came together.
Yeah,
okay, so they don't have a name then. Right.
Some of the best people from different bands.
Okay.
I'll have to ask them what name though. But on the night they are For My Brothers band. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like just working with them has been amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. They're really bringing the songs to life, and me, I'm enjoying myself before.
Yeah, because I'm also looking at a thing as rap being performed, live with the live band. So that will actually be, a nice blend. It's I can understand why the rehearsals stick out to you because it's unusual, quite unusual for, like when we hear high life, right? It's okay to say that.
Normal. Yeah.
Exactly. But for rap, I'm just interested in how that is going to play. But do you have other artists build for the night?
Yeah, we have Reynolds the Gentleman. We have Josh Black, we have 99 Faces Collective. AEC is going to be there, Jay Dorobi is coming as well, Boyd as well, Adoma is also on that as well. Just the people that...
Adoma is the only woman standing there.
Oh, no, there's a whole set that's just women, like Rafaela and Haven as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are performing an album as is, mainly, so all the people that were on the album
will be there.
popping up, yeah.
Okay, great. All right, now that's nice. Let's talk about also your expectations for the event, right? I always say that there are two things that happen. What you are expecting, obviously, you are organizing the For My Brothers concert with, an expectation in mind, what you want to see even before the event, during the event, and after. Then also there's what, your fans and attendees are expecting. So let's start with your expectations and then whether appetites with what we should expect.
For me, I'm just expecting them to come there with the energy, the same energy that they give online. I want them to bring it there. I want them to enjoy the songs. I want them to, vibe along with me. We have like a very special show prepared for them, and I hope that they can they can experience it in a way that that we've planned it. Yeah.
So, what are your expectations for the night?
Yeah. I'm just expecting everybody to go home feeling really great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In feeling great, what would you say that you want For My Brothers to look like beyond this year, right?
Yeah.
Because, well, I am saying I like the name. You are saying you want it to be a standalone product, right? Are we looking at an annual For My Brothers concert?
That's the idea, and for it to just keep growing and growing and growing. So whatever numbers we're doing this year, next year we double or we triple that. Whatever show we're putting together this year, next year we go even further than that.
Right.
Just to grow it, and just for it to be an annual gathering of me and my fans where we just have fun.
Yeah, vibing and having a lot of fun. Are you also looking at reaching out to your fans with the For My Brothers concert, but beyond, Ghana, maybe into other spaces in Africa and then beyond Africa?
Definitely. We have to start at home first, and then once we get it right over here, we look at everywhere else, and then we take it around.
Which country would you want to do that? I mean, outside Ghana, which one country would you say you want to have the For My Brothers?
So, according to my data, I have a lot of love from the US and Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Germany as well. So I want to take it to these places to see.
Okay.
Yeah,
that means that you've done your checks, you know how your analytics, your engagements are looking like, behind the scenes. So that's nice to see. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine where I was saying to her that, I have Kojo Cue, on a conversation today, and she lives in America. Then she says that guy is really good. That guy is really, really good. You guys should push him, right? Would you say that, for her to say that, I understand that, she loves music to understand that she's feeding and feasting on your music, right? But again, do you think that, Ghana's music industry hasn't pushed you or supported you enough in a way that we should have a long, long time ago?
No, I do not feel like that. I always say it comes down to your own marketing and your own efforts as well. Yeah, because it's not like people that make similar music to me haven't done well. There have been people who have done. EL was amazing, had an amazing run. So even Sack has been having an amazing run for a long time. Papi, Manifest, you understand?
The list is endless.
Yeah, so I don't like to put stuff on other people.
Okay.
It's me. But it's a learning process. I learn, I refine, I learn, I refine.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
So shouts to Nancy Nanaki Nati. Like I said, she may watch this online later on, but she's the one who did that. So when you do go to America, I'm sure you have one person waiting to attend your concert. So that's a nice thing to see. I understand that when artists, have their concert at the end of the year, it's a way of closing in on the year, right? Beyond the For My Brothers concert, for next year, what are plans for you?
Just more projects. Yeah, definitely the second album, which we've been working on for a bit. And then a few other interesting projects I have in mind that I want to try out.
Okay.
But for now, I just want to hold on and let them, because I'm still kind of like in a back zone. Push that for a while as well. Then we move on.
Okay, but that's nice to see, because then I'm Back is Here is an EP, and then you're already working on an album, so it's really nice to see. Fingers crossed. Would you want to name drop some features that are going to be on there? I know that you people don't like doing this, but if you would like to, if you will bless me with just one name, I'll be excited. You'll make my day.
I'll definitely be back here to bless you with it, but just not right now.
Okay. All right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And then we love that you're doing whatever you're doing, and then also that you are back and you're making such, a grand announcement of it and with it, and then also that you're organizing your For My Brothers concert. Theme Music will be there to support you,
always.
And so it's a good thing to see. So best of luck with everything, with the EP, with the concert, and then in 2024 we day here. Fingers crossed. God day we day.
Yeah, and
thanks
I love
for
your
joining
sneakers
me.
too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yes, but again, do have a nice day. And then For My Brothers, guys, is happening on Saturday. Wait, before we go though, the venue, for those who don't know where it's happening.
It's happening at Nubuki Foundation in East Legon. Yeah, it starts at 7 p.m. hoping to be done by 10 p.m.
Okay.
So everyone can go home.
Okay. So just enter that in your Google Maps in case you don't know where Nobuke Foundation is. It's in East Legon. It's very close to Mensvik. So yeah, you can find that and you can't miss it, definitely. This has been Unpacking with Kojo Cue. My name is Lenny Lomote, your international TV and radio presenter living in Ghana at the moment. Up next, we have Serial on Sports Direct. Right after Serial, AC will be filling us in on whatever is trending on Facebook today, and then we have the big conversation with some members of the Asaka Boys Collective, and then also Tiemi Music. Stick and stay. This is Culture Daily coming to you on 3 Music TV and Plus 89.9 FM. Bye bye.